Okay, so went by the store and I was in a rush because I, getting out of work late and everything. So I got a couple more Steel Reserves, but I got I think it's blackberry. It's BLK berry. I couldn't decide. So I got that one and then I got spiked watermelon.
Wow. Show them to the camera. I want to see them.
All right. So let's see if I got to take the little cover off a little bit. Can you see that?
Right.
No.
There you go. There you go. Nice.
Right here. That and so that's that one. And the other one is the spiked watermelon. There you go.
Right.
Awesome, right?
You got to tell Sam to go for a walk for 3 hours or something because this is going to kill me.
Can you still hear it?
Yes.
Sam, you got to get out of here, dude. Go like.
I'm a beer.
Do you have a can of something to drink?
I do. I went to the store.
Yeah.
Right after work, I got a PBR. I hope that's.
Oh, I almost got that too. Yeah, perfect.
I have one more Italian a margarita from last week, and I got myself a strawberryta because I couldn't find grape-a-rita. Nice. Oh shit! I'm dripping all over my computer. So, what's that? Is that like 12 ounces plus 25 ounces is going to be 37 ounces of horribleness. It's like diabetes in a can, It's
it doesn't get any better. Let's see. Okay. This is how many ounces are these things? 24. Yeah, 24 ounces. 8%.
Christ. I figured since Ray didn't have anything tonight, I had to get drunk to make this interesting. Yeah, when do you guys need to say something funny before we start, so I can just start the music?
I don't have any. I'm not on demand. You got to say something that I can sarcastic sniper shoot.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 64 of The Rich Dickman Show. It is the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, I am Rem. I'm here with you every week, except for that best of episode, but I was still with you, just in a different way, just not live. Anyways, with me, he just got signed on for another, almost a year. It is my buddy Ray, he's out in California. Ray, I had a joke all written out and I forgot what it was, but anyways, Rayzo, what's up?
Hi, thanks for calling customer service. My name is Ray. This call may be recorded for training purposes. How may I assist you?
Yeah, I'm having a problem with the interest in my credit card here. I did not pay it off before the deadline, and I have now another $200 of interest charges. I was wondering if you would be so kind as to remove those, provided I pay the entirety of this bill today.
This is DirecTV. I don't know why you're calling us.
Oh shit, wrong number. Ray, with us tonight is we have a guest for the first time ever on the podcast, and I got to figure out why I'm so loud now because I used to be really quiet and it's bothering me. And I got to stop doing that random thing where I'm talking about one thing and I'm talking about something completely else. Anyways, it is producer Ryan is joining us tonight, Ray. Producer Ryan live from New York City. Ryan, good morning. Oh, good night. Good evening.
Hey,
how are you?
From the big city.
Do the thing. Ryan, I am going to dox you right now, and if you're uncomfortable with this, I will edit it out later. But Ray, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Ryan's last name actually is TRDS.
That doesn't seem right, but I mean, I heard it on this will soon be on the internet, so it must be true.
Exactly. Yeah, it is Ryan TRDS, producer Ryan. Ryan, it's your first time on the show. Since I don't know if you even talked on Liquor Fueled, but you were there when we recorded Liquor Fueled. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I think I had half a line on that last one.
Yeah. I mean, that video exists and you could see like one of you, I think it was your brother, associate producer Chris. Yeah, that was when he was like in a weird part in his life where he was just annoying and didn't like anybody. Nobody liked him.
Yeah, this is true. Those weird high school years.
Weird high school. Yeah, was he in high school? Anyways.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Good thing those are absolved from the internet, right?
Yeah, well, they're not, unfortunately. Well,
mostly.
We've got Ryan here. We've got some drinks going. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna put on a Rich Dickman show for our audience. Real quick, let's do some business. Ray, richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Call the Dickman line 860-316-4776. And I gotta put this out there to our audience. And I'm not one to beg or to ask for things or, to put my emotions out there. And because I think it's all nonsense and a waste of time. However, if 3 of you of the 7 could call the voicemail a couple times a month, that would make me feel good. As it stands now, the only voicemail I have been getting is from those crazy religious people who keep telling me people are after me or they're trying to take my money and they're talking bad about me. So, if you wouldn't mind contributing to the voicemail line, something fun to talk about, that'd be awesome. Anyways, at Rich Dickman Show on Twitter, go to Amazon.com, search Rich Dickman, get yourself one of our shirts, all of our shirts, the Slightly Better Than Mediocre shirt, the El Abogado Attorney at Law shirt, or the Eat the Rich shirt have been designed by none other than producer Ryan himself. So Ryan, thank you.
Yeah, good job.
That's all you, bro. That's if you want to see the talents of producer Ryan. Just go to richdickman.com because Ray hasn't done anything there yet. And you'll see he also did our web design as well.
Which is why I can't do anything with it. Just kidding. It's unfixable. Just kidding.
So I want to get into this before I start complaining about my life, Ray. And I want to talk to Ryan for a few minutes here. And I want to know, Ryan, your new spacious quarters in New York City is about a quarter size of my basement. Is that correct?
You said that 2 episodes ago. It might be a little smaller.
Might be a little smaller than a quarter of my basement. Yeah,
it might be.
Yeah. Now it's not like you have that space and you're living alone. You live with a lady, assistant producer at Sam, right?
Yeah, my roommate.
Yeah,
Sam.
and what's that like living with somebody that close?
It's okay. I mean, it could be better, but it's okay,
And she's there now watching you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has to. I mean, we're looking at everything we own right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can hear her in the background too. Tell her again I said hi because when I'm doing a show I feel more famous.
Okay. Everyone says hi. Okay, yeah. All the way over there?
All the way over here.
Yeah.
Sam's
going to go to the other side of the apartment.
Since New York City is a city that never sleeps, maybe she should go out and get you some ice cream or something.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Now, Ray, a couple weeks ago, we took Ryan and assistant, what are we going to call her? Producer at Sam. We took producer Ryan and producer at Sam to Hot Pot. And it was Ryan's second time and Sam's first time. Now, Ryan, you had a good time at Hot Pot, right?
Always.
Yeah. I'm thinking about coming back down in August just to do some Asian food tours.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You down for that?
Yeah, I'm so down for that.
Yeah, it's food of my people.
That's right. Ray is 3/4 Asian. Did you know this?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm only 25% Asian.
Okay. All right. Well, Ryan, is there anything going on that you want to talk about at the moment, or else we can move on and start the show outright and get you thinking about what you want to nominate for a Dick of the Week? You think?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
New York City.
Yeah. Oh, no, not yet.
Big city.
You got to think about it.
Sorry.
We're not at that point yet. Yeah. All right.
I'm just giving suggestions, just planting some seeds.
Okay. All right, Ryan, I'm glad you could join us tonight. And we'll see how this goes. Okay, I know you're new to this, and you seem a little nervous, but loosen up. Start drinking that PBR. All right, let's see if we can bring out the inner producer in you, and let's see if we can get crazy. Because I'm off tomorrow. I don't know if you knew this, Ray or Ryan. I'm off tomorrow, and as any good degenerate, I was pouring my Italian lemonade into my Rem glass with a couple of ice balls, and I had my strawberryta in the other hand. And my son, who was still up because it's summertime, he says, "No, don't get drunk." And I said, "Oh, okay, buddy." And he said, "I trust you." And I'm like, "Oh, God damn it."
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, Ray, what's going on with you, buddy?
Oh man, dude, I've been working so much. I was looking at on my way home from work today. I've averaged over the last 2 weeks 59 hours, and I still got to work tomorrow. So I'm like just ready to be done. No, like I'm salaried. I don't fucking get any overtime. It's terrible. It's not good. But whatever. That, and then so my wife is like super pregnant. Like, oh my god, she walks. Everyone's like, so how does that baby still inside of you? So anyway, basically so her due date is the middle of August. And I don't think she'll even make it to August. I mean, what is it, the 18th right now, as of today, when we're recording. But yeah, I don't think she's going to make it to August. So that'll be interesting. Very interesting. She's swelling up and all that stuff.
You gotta force it out, bro. I told you what to do. You gotta have a romantic evening with your lady several nights a week. Speed the process along.
Well, there's a bunch of like wives' tales. Is that what you would call them? Or, something like that, right? So at one point, my wife was under the impression that if she ate Mountain Mike's pizza, I don't know if you know what that is. I mean, it's just a pizza chain, right? But somehow that would induce labor. Didn't happen. Cause I actually had to drive like a town over, like for a first child. It didn't work. What else is it? It's like eating spicy foods. Obviously like the sex. I mean, I could definitely, I'm all on board with that excuse. But ultimately, so here's the thing that was crazy with her. I don't know if I've mentioned this. So our first child, we literally got to the hospital and 30 minutes later, the baby was out. The second one got to the hospital 60 minutes later, was out. So like I was joking with my parents, we always have this joke, like, maybe we gotta give them as much advance notice as possible, because like I would be calling them on the way to the hospital, like, hey, we're on the way. And then call them and be like, hey, the baby's here. And they're like, we haven't even like got out of the driveway. Like you joke like, yeah, hey, well, the graduation party is going to be in shortly. So, but yeah, so they come quick, which is, very interesting. Let me say, okay. So back, first child came 3 weeks early, right? Not expecting that at all. We literally went to the doctor that morning. And they were, cause she was like having some pain, right? And they were like, oh, we'll take a urine sample and, we'll get back to you later.
Relax. Have a cheeseburger.
Yeah. It's basically, yeah, exactly. So it's like 9 o'clock, right? 9 in the morning. So after that, she goes home. We're like hanging out at home. At some point, like I got on the computer, was playing World of Warcraft or something like that. And she's like, hey, I don't feel that good. And I'm like, well, maybe try and take a bath or something like that. Relax, just, hang out. So she goes, takes a bath. She gets out. She's like, I still really don't feel that good. And I'm like, well, it's still 3 weeks early, 3 weeks, like you got some time. And then a couple minutes later, she like throws up in a trash can. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like this is, let's go. We're going. And like I said, dude, we got to the hospital and we get inside the front there. And this kid's like, young looking guy right at the front desk, right? And she's like, we need to get up, to deliver this baby right now. And the guy's like, well, yeah, so you gotta go over here and she's like, if we don't go right now, I'm gonna have this baby in the lobby. And this guy's like wide-eyed, turns pale, and he's like making calls and stuff. But yeah, like I said, man, 30 minutes after we got in the door, baby pops out. So this Baby Watch 2019, I mean, we could literally like, I already told her, between 7 to about 9 o'clock on Thursday, you can't have the baby, like you're on your own. But other than that,
she can have the baby. You just got to bring your phone with you and I'll Skype you in, bro. I mean,
there we go.
Yeah. It'll be fine. And we can't miss an episode. So, you need to plan for it.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Take my hospital.
My goal is to bring quality content to my 7 listeners every week, every Saturday or whatever it is when I release it. So,
there's not very many live pregnancy and live birth podcast moments out there. So, we just be trendsetters.
Think of the extra downloads. Also, when you do go to the hospital, wear your Rich Dickman apparel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna get that in my go bag in my car. Like, so if I'm somewhere else, I'll still have it no matter what.
Yeah. All right. What else you got?
I think that's mostly it right now. I can't remember. Okay. I don't know. I've just been busy working. It sucks.
Yeah. Ryan, are you pregnant yet or you still got some time?
No, still some time. Not looking forward to pregnancy though.
No.
For me.
Yeah. It's difficult. It's difficult on a man's body. You know, you go through changes. You know, you stress eat. Your tummy gets bigger. You know, maybe you lose weight, but your tummy gets bigger. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
Yeah, I saw Junior with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We know what it's like.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one where he was pregnant, right? I never saw that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Danny DeVito with twins. I don't know why. All right. I got a lot here, Ray. I don't know how much of it. I think one of them I'm going to move to Dick of the Week. Yeah, I'm going to move this one to Dick of the Week. So hold on one second while I do that. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and press enter here.
That one with the dude who vaped bathwater. I definitely saw that. Did you like really dive into that one?
Well, here's the thing. Let me ask Ryan, because Ryan is very up to date with all the viral shit that's going on in our horrible society these days. Ryan, did you see this guy who claimed to have vaped Belle Delphine's bathwater?
I did not.
No? Okay.
How did it turn out?
Well, here's the thing. All right, and this is going to go in a direction you guys are not even thinking it's going to go. There's this dude. His name's Vito. He's a YouTube streamer. Okay. And there's Gamer Girl, which is the most annoying shit ever. My God. Gamer Girl. I gotta fucking, pay attention to me. I'm a gamer girl. Anyways, she decided, because there's a bunch of thirsty dudes out on the internet, that she was gonna sell her bathwater. Brilliant fucking idea. If I could sell my bathwater and people would buy it, I absolutely would, all right? So she's selling this bathwater that she supposedly took a bath in for $20 a jar, all right? And all these fucking losers are out there buying this stuff because, oh my God, it's this girl, she's so hot. Your brother had a crush on one of these gamer girls once upon a time. He had a crush in Trade Chat. Do you remember this, Ray?
I don't remember this.
Oh, you remember? Okay. Well, he did.
No.
Next time we're all together, I'm going to remind him. Anyways. All right. So Belle Delphine, gamer girl, YouTube streamer, or Twitch streamer, whatever she is. I don't know too much about her. She's attractive, but she's got that gamer girl nerdiness to her that I'm not attracted to at all. All right. So she's selling her bathwater. Bunch of dudes buying the bathwater. And all of a sudden this dude, Vito, who's a YouTube streamer, starts tweeting out that he vaped this lady's bathwater. And I probably should get some of this video going. Okay. So now what happens to, cause everybody knows who I am, right? I am a very judgmental person. I make judgments as soon as I see the cover of the book. That's what I do. And most of the times I'm correct. Okay. So, this guy starts tweeting that he vaped this girl's bathwater, and I immediately think, man, that's disgusting. What a fucking loser. And then I see him complaining that some guys are making fun of him for doing so. I'm like, man, what a goddamn loser. I mean, you vaped bathwater, right? What the hell do you think would happen? So I never bothered to watch the video. I never bothered to take it. I just immediately judged by the headline that this guy was a loser. All right. So fast forward, last week on the Dick Show, one of the podcasts I listened to, they had this guy Vito on the show, and he just outright said, yeah, it was a bit. I made a joke and it was hilarious. And they started playing to the YouTube video that he did. And then I finally got it. Like, this guy he never even bought her bathwater. He just put some water in a jar and said it was hers. And then he vaped it. And I don't even know that he actually vaped the water that he put in there, but he vaped something, and it was just one big troll.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Vito here with a very special product review. Now, as many of you already know, I'm a huge fan of professional gamer girl Belle.
Yeah, and all you have to do is watch the first couple minutes of this video to know it's a joke. And I'm not going to play all of it.
Belle Delphine. Yeah. And I honestly believe she's one of our generation's most talented artists. She continues to inspire me every day with her incredible fashions, unique sense of humor, an uncanny ability to make horrifying hentai faces. That's why when I heard Belle was bottling up her own filthy bathwater and selling it for $30 a jar, I knew I had to get some. Here it is, Belle Delphine's so-called gamer girl bathwater. What we have here is a powerful holy elixir, one blessed with the rarest of magics. In the right hands, it could be capable of great miracles. But in the wrong hands, I shudder to think of the destruction that might be delivered onto our world.
Now, after posting on Twitter that I had obtained Milady's sacred bathwater, I found that my pictures of me with the holy potion were quickly going viral.
So he posted on Twitter that he had this bathwater and he was going to vape it, right? And so people were replying to him on Twitter. And here are some of the replies. I know you guys can't see the video I'm playing. But one is, this is literally the saddest thing I've ever seen, and believe me, I've seen a lot. The next one is, doing this as a joke doesn't work when you're literally the target demographic. Another one said, this is about exactly who I thought would be buying this shit. So again, people like me just immediately judging, right? So this guy just it's a whole joke, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It's a 10-minute video, so I'm not going to play it all here. You can just put in YouTube Vito bathwater, and it'll pop up. I vaped Belle Delphine's bathwater. Long story short is that Vito is one of the good guys, and I had to apologize to him on Twitter, and I said, Vito, I'm sorry. That was hilarious, and I'm sorry I judged the cover before I read the book. So there we go. All right, I wanted to bring that up. And at some point, when one of you guys are talking, I'm going to see if I can find the part where he actually...
yeah, I had come across that very early, like right after it happened, I think. And, it immediately did kind of the same thing where I was like, that guy's fucking crazy. Lunatic, man. It doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that, right? You're obviously doing it for attention. And then come to find out, or actually, I kind of left it at that. I came across another article talking about it. Like someone had written an article about that. And then the replies to that, then I was looking at the replies to that, right? And the whole time I'm thinking, this is lunacy. Where is this coming from, right? Like, why is everyone, and it really boiled down to this, right? Same thing that you were saying. People literally just jumped the gun, made an assumption, like read the headline and jumped the gun and just, left it at that. Basically made all their assumptions off that. Yeah.
And Ray, I'm so glad earlier in the episode you said, if it's on the internet, it's true. Because Ryan, you're young enough, so you were in school. Ray, you're a couple of years younger than I am, but I mean, the internet when I was in high school wasn't a huge thing. We were using it as our online encyclopedia at that point. There were some chat rooms, but there was no social media. There was no real way to interact with people other than message boards or like online services like Prodigy or America Online. We were always told, don't believe everything you read on the internet. All right. Always back up a source. Find another source. It's not always true on the internet because anybody could have posted it, right? We're at a point now in society where we believe every single fucking thing we see on the internet before we don't do any fact checking. The headlines we get are just like clickbait headlines that people just believe. All of a sudden everybody's racist. This guy vaped some gamer girl's bathwater. We're at a weird point in society where we just believe things without being skeptical of anything anymore. And it's very sad.
Well, what was I think really fascinating to me about this situation is he did it as a joke, yet how did it take off as people thought it was serious? Because he's got fans, right? But somehow the people that made it viral, like outside of his fan base, those people made a huge deal by reading the headline and not watching the video. Because at the end of the video, and I read this, I didn't watch the video, but at the end of the video, he does say, I did this as a joke. I literally just got a jar that looked the same, printed the label, put it on there. Like, it's not I didn't purchase anything from her. So he, at the end of the video, he admits he didn't actually do anything. So that's where I'm super curious as to how the hell it got to the point where every single Twitter headline and everything that I saw was guy smokes, vapes the water and this and that, where they're making it sound like they had watched the video and that it was actually true and that he hadn't done it as a joke. And so that's what's really fascinating to me is like, are the people that are reporting on this literally reading headlines and leaving it at that and then like quote unquote reporting on it?
Not only are they reading headlines, they're then making their own headlines based off of it. Ryan, yes. I want to get your thoughts on this, but I want to see if I got the spot where he vapes it. So give me 1 second here. Oh, too much. Let's go back. Let's see.
No one to see our sexy photos or pay for our premium Snapchat. It'll just be us. All alone. Forever. You are the one who vaped away the walls of reality. Thus, the final decision must be up to you.
Oh, no, I went too far. I gotta find it, because when he vapes it, it's actually kind of... Oh, there it is. All right, I'm gonna start here. All right. So he's brushing his teeth before he starts vaping. He's getting it ready. Get the vape up to his
lips. Fuck! What the... Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. What is this chick bathing in? That's disgusting. Fuck. Well, I don't know. I guess this video is a fucking failure because I don't feel.
That's big trippy psychedelic shit. So, Ryan, you're a young man. What are you now? You're 26.
I'm 26.
26. So what do you think about all this, bud? I mean, you grew up with all this nonsense.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Is this the chick that said she ran out of bathwater, or was that a different headline?
I don't know.
I heard she sold out quickly.
She sold out.
That's what I heard. I can't
bath.
verify that, but yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure, man.
No.
I'm trying to think. I wouldn't vape anyone's bathwater, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Okay, hold on. So all right, let's think of some super hot ladies. All right. Or actually, we can get really weird and ask you if producer has Sam's bathwater, if you would vape that.
Oh,
but,
no.
Well, let's see, like, who's super hot? Like, well, see, back in the day, like, Jessica Alba was really hot, but I haven't seen anything from her in a long time.
Ray, you're implying that
days?
you would vape a woman's bathwater. That's what you're implying right now.
No, we're completely theoretical right now. I did not buy that bathwater and vape it to see if it was anything like what I saw in this video.
Okay, Ray, if you say so. Because Ryan and I have never contemplated vaping anybody's bathwater.
This is true.
I swear I haven't vaped my own bathwater.
Oh, God, goddamn. Okay, well, Vito will never listen to this, but if he does, Vito, I'm sorry. And I think it was a great video. It's hilarious. And I'm going to tag you on Twitter when I publish this episode, because I'm going to tag everybody I can to increase my listenership from 7 to 14. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Moving on here. A couple weeks ago, I did bring up that it was Rem Dickman Promotion Watch 2019. And I gave that announcement on a Thursday, and that next day I found out that I was not getting the first promotion that I had put in for. And I think I talked about that. All right. So number 2, I didn't even get an interview, and it was a job that was so far out of my league, but I took a chance anyways. That was the one I would have to quit podcasting and public life altogether. And I didn't get that one either. Okay. So the one that I actually thought I was going to get, that I was counting on, right? And as much of a pain in the ass as it was, and it kind of, changed my life, and I don't really like the hours, it was a raise that I would have really enjoyed. I would have enjoyed having a nice substantial raise. Well, I didn't get it. Promotion Watch 2019, Rem is 0 for 3. But the upside to all of that, Ray and Ryan, is that, well, I'm going to go ahead and take credit. I solved sexism in the workplace, because my female boss, did not promote another female. No, she lateraled in another female. So this female who took the job that I was going for, it's not even a promotion for her. She just moved over to a different place. There we go. Sexism solved. Boom.
You
guys can clap.
That's incredible. Oh yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Way to out 2019.
Yeah. Sexism has been solved by me. I was passed over for somebody, who was just taking a lateral into my office.
Did they at least give you like a plaque for that?
No, not yet. What I did get was a bunch of sad people in that building who do not want to see me leave. I've got tears and people saying, why? What happened? Why didn't you get the job? You were doing such a great job. We love working for you. Nope. None. I did not. And, it's a sad feeling. However, very satisfying to know that I had such an impact on so many lives in the short, 6 months I've been there. So, there we go. Ray, I build communities, and I built one, and, I'm also destroying it as I leave.
Yeah. Well, okay. You know what you should have actually done is, in the confidence of the interview, said, hey, I am the best person for this job. And if you don't just want to take my word for it, go randomly poll the people out there and see what they think. I'm serious. It'll work.
Yeah. No, that's, what my problem is, and Ryan can attest to this, is I don't talk about myself enough. I kind of just lay low, and I'm very modest. Here on the podcast, it's not like that at all, because, well, I'm not looking at any of you. I'm looking at my silver snowman decoration across the basement here. so I can be whoever I want to be.
You gotta be aggressive in the interview process, man.
Yeah, no, you're right. I learned a lot of things. From all this. So next time it'll be better. But Ryan, I'm glad you're on the episode tonight because listen, I need to make a little bit more money because I got a lot of things happening in the next couple of months, right? Can you get out to Connecticut a lot more often so we can do a bunch of live shows?
I think I can make this happen.
Yeah. Like nice. We're just going to we'll go to a bar, start podcasting from a bar and see what happens. Yeah. I want to hook up with the Italian Stallion. And I want to do some fun, maybe some YouTube stuff. We'll go camping like Joe Robinette. We'll go camping for a weekend and record it. What do you think about that?
Let's do it.
Yeah? Okay.
So down.
Set up the cameras in the trees around your campsite and everything.
Because the upside to not getting this promotion is that I'm back. I will be back soon at my home office, which is very easy, which runs itself because I do such a goddamn good job. But I will have more time to devote to the pod and to other things. And so it'll be better for the 7 of you that listen. Hopefully the 7 of you have told a friend or two and kind of increase that listenership here and increase the listener interaction. That'd be super, super duper awesome. Christ, see, you got me going. See, I pre-gamed this episode, you guys. So I do have a good buzz going through me right now. I went through a ton of emotions after not getting this promotion. I talked last week about needing to fight off those demons every once in a while, and the darkness, man, the darkness crept in that Friday and Saturday because it was after the day after we recorded that I found out that I wasn't getting the promotion, and it's kind of like God damn, that sucks. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how to process these feelings that I have because I do a really good job at shutting them all off and putting that big wall up so nobody gets a peek into Rem's inner feeling self. And I'm very hot and sweaty right now talking about it. It makes me uncomfortable. Ryan, I'm glad you're here for this. This is very embarrassing.
Hi, I'm here.
Well, so I'm no Matt Foley motivational speaker.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, all I can say is that I've been through a lot, like some weird, career arcs, and all I can say that I've learned, and I mean, I don't know if it'll help or not, but it's just have confidence in your abilities and don't get too high, don't get too low. Just, do what you do and it'll all pay off in the end. Like when you are good at something, it ends up working out,
Yeah, no, you're right. And, I have to convince myself of that, but it's always, the first initial thoughts you get, so, to all of you out there who've been passed over for promotions by people that, maybe aren't as qualified or aren't good for the job, but they had to do favors for other people. I want you to know that I am here for you. I support you, and us at the Rich, what the fuck? See, too much. Us here at the Rich Dickman Show, love you, and you are special and you are good. And I never wanted to be one of those people who always said those things, and I won't say them on Twitter. Okay. All right. That's enough. That's enough of that stuff.
And if it doesn't work out for you, you can always go live in a van down by the river. There you go.
God damn
Cap it off right there.
God damn it. All right. Ryan, I don't know how many episodes of the Rich Dickman Show you've listened to lately, but we have started a new segment here called I Love My Butt.
Yes.
All right. Ray, start us off.
Okay, so I love basically anything from Ikea, especially our bed. But those wooden slats are a son of a bitch. Like,
why?
What the fuck? Literally just laying there in bed, and then all of a sudden they just give way, and the bed falls to the side, and then I gotta get out of bed. It's like, I didn't even move. I'm literally laying here motionless, and fucking caves in on me. God damn it.
Well, let's set this up then. Okay. Cause Ryan is an architect and a builder. Ryan has built a lot of like desks and cabinets and furniture. Okay. So I'm glad this is perfect for Ryan being here. So what you're saying is you put a bed together, you have the bed frame, and the thing that holds the mattress up are these wooden slats that go across the bed frame, correct? Right? Okay.
Yeah. And they are connected. There's along them, the length of the bed. They are connected with it's cloth or whatever it is, something connecting them on each side so that they're not completely independent. They're somewhat, connected. So they can't like move too much, But after they've been in there, you get in and out of bed a few times, they shift around apparently, and then they fall off the rails on the sides.
So these wooden slats are just long enough to make it, but what they're resting on is not long enough to hold them through movement. Ryan, what's going on here? Why is IKEA giving us wooden slats in our beds that aren't long enough to hold up to repeated use?
All right, I second this. My last bed was from IKEA.
Yeah.
And those wooden slats are like the loudest thing from IKEA. Because as soon as you take like the plastic off of it, they all fall apart, even though they're connected by that like fabric thing.
Yeah.
They're awful.
They're the worst.
And then, I don't know what bed you had, but the one that I had, they have these little like plastic stoppers that don't do anything. Like after a while, they sort of wear away, and then it just sort of like falls over, and then it's gone.
Yeah, we don't even have those little plastic stoppers. I know what you're talking about. I just, my kids had bunk bed that we just replaced, but it had those. And yeah, those, the plastic on those, it's a cheap, shitty plastic. So if you ever take them out and try and put them back together, they basically break. So then they fall out. They just fall out, and then they're completely useless. But this one, basically, all they have to do is the two sides where the slats rest, just increase the width of that. That's all you have to do. Mine has the dresser drawer underneath, but it's not like I need to like get under there through the top, like under the bed. Like they pull out. You can make the width of where those rest, the slats where they rest. You can make those like 6 inches wide if you want, but as they are, they're like maybe an inch and a quarter, like nothing. And those fucking slats fall. You know, get pissed off.
Okay. Ryan,
do you not experience this, Rem?
Well, here's the thing: is I don't have an IKEA bed, but I have experienced IKEA furniture and IKEA, and I like this segment because it gives me an opportunity to rant on things. So here we go. I'm going to be in New Haven next week, Ray, for 4 days, right? And near where I am in New Haven is an IKEA. And I'll give you the IKEA has a cafeteria up there, and they sell you the Swedish meatballs, and you can get your lunch, you can get your dinner. I will admit, I've had lunch plenty of times in IKEA. I've even taken my kids and wife to dinner there because we went shopping. We just happened to have dinner. All right, Swedish meatballs from IKEA with the lingonberry sauce and all the bullshit. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, all you gotta do for my kids is just tell them they have the ice cream cones for like, what are they, like $1? And they're like, oh yeah, let's eat there.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, they don't care.
Here's a problem with IKEA. Okay, there's two problems really. Number one is that they made furniture for idiots. All right. So it looks nice, but it's furniture for idiots. And Ryan, you can attest to this because you're a builder and you appreciate quality. This isn't high quality shit you're buying. This is just tacked together MDF board with a couple funky looking screws to make it seem like you're doing something special because you have that weird Allen wrench that you have to use and you can't use any of your other tools to do so. So you spend a lot of time with yourself or your significant other or your partner of some sort putting this furniture together, and you feel like you accomplished something. When in reality, all you did was waste 3 hours of your time. All right. The next thing is, there is one way into IKEA and there is one way out. And it's a 2-story, if you're lucky, building. All right. So you only go in one way, the one in New Haven especially, and you have to go up the escalator. Okay. You go up the escalator and you have to follow the linear path through IKEA. There are no shortcuts. And if there are, they're really well hidden. There are, but they're well hidden. And so you have to search those fucking shortcuts to get out of there. All right. So if you start the shopping at IKEA and you need to use the bathroom that's down on the first floor and you're up on the second floor, but it's on the first floor across the building, you have to make your way through this goddamn maze, go down the stairs, and then through another goddamn maze just to find the bathroom. All right. It's not like your normal Walmart.
Directionally challenged?
No, Ray, it's annoying to have to walk through all these things with all these people around there just standing around looking at furniture like idiots. Like, bitch, I need to use the bathroom. Get the fuck out of my way. Anyways.
Not an Ambi-Turner Zoolander?
You know what, Ray? I need a little more support from you, okay? I'm at a low, I'm at a sad point right now. I need you to support me. And I don't need you making fun of me having a trouble finding my way through the IKEA maze. IKEA
when we make our virtual way
linear.
through this IKEA and we get to the cafeteria, I'll buy you one of those ice cream cones. Then we'll be happy.
Appreciate it. I would like some ice cream. Yeah. Ryan, have you been to an IKEA? Do they have IKEA in New York where you are?
They do. They have one in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I've been to the one in New Haven a couple times as well.
And you know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. I'm trying to think the last time I was in New Haven. But I find the shortcuts okay.
Right. Okay. But they have one direction, right? So when you go through the shortcut, but if you turn the wrong way, you're back to where you started.
Yeah, you could do a circle or two.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It's terrible. And then you get the people who are standing there like trying out the bedroom sets or the couches or whatever, and they're just getting in your way. It's like, come on, move your ass. Now, and the other thing with IKEA, here's the third thing, is that now when you find what you like, whether it be a shelving unit or just some floating shelves or a chair or a bed, you have to take a picture of the tag of the item on display, because then you have to go find it yourself in the warehouse. Okay. This is section A2, row 3, number 7. And then you have to go make your way through the 2 mazes, the second floor and the first floor. And then you have to go into the warehouse, and then you have to find the right section, and you have to find the right subsection of the section, and then the subsection to get the goddamn piece of goddamn shit you want. I'm fed up with it. I'll be there to complain about it next week.
And that's why when I went to school to get my IT degree, I started out with software development. And after a little while, I was like, fuck this, because it's basically the same thing, where you're like, all these fucking things, it's the same fucking thing. Anyway. But I'm surprised, Ryan, that you're not a big fan of IKEA, because they have all those little areas where they're like, look, you can live comfortably with 5 people in this 312 square feet. It's like those little rooms, and you're like, what the fuck? This looks amazing. But then it's because it doesn't actually have any walls on it, or it has like 1 wall. But because if they put 4 walls on that, you'd be like, yeah, what the fuck is this? I'm out of here. But when you look at it with only 1 or maybe 2 walls, you're like, this looks pretty nice. I could get used to this. Like, man, I could save a lot of money living in a place like this.
Yeah, they opened up an IKEA design studio. I think that's what they call it.
Oh,
pretty close to where I am now. And it's a cool little store, but it's like the utopia of apartments. It's like, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Ryan, I assume you and
out.
Producer Sam have like a bunk bed, right?
I mean, I wanted a bunk bed.
Yeah.
However, I lost that argument.
Oh.
You gotta pick your battles. Pick your battles. It's
God
fine.
damn. Losing arguments with your roommate.
I'll win the war.
Okay.
You just gotta fight for the mini fridge under the bed.
Ooh.
Ray, thank you for bringing this in. I've wanted a chance to complain about IKEA for a while now, and I feel satisfied.
Here's my funny IKEA thing. When was this? Like 2006 or something like that. Whatever, maybe 2005. And when my sister at the time was living and working over in Switzerland, and she was technically in like a little pocket that was Germany or something like that. It's kind of weird. I don't know how that works, but anyway, so I went over there for 10 days. We went to London for a little while and stuff like that, right? You know, nice little vacation. Probably the last time I actually went on vacation. Now that I think about it. Anyway, so I fly over there. I get there. She picks me up with her roommate, who is living from Switzerland, and I'm going, wow, this is crazy. You guys have like a whatever that is. Like, we have those over here, you know, over in the US too. And at one point drove by an IKEA, and I was like, hey, we have those in the US too. And I was like, oh wait, never mind. They're like, aren't they from Switzerland? Never
They're from Sweden, goddammit.
Sweden,
and they had an IKEA in fucking Catania, Sicily. Like, when I got to Sicily with my parents and we're driving to Melilli, we drove by an IKEA, and I'm like, holy shit, they have IKEA here. That's amazing. So, all right, it's enough IKEA. Let's move on to that's why we're really here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here is our first nominee.
All right, Ryan, you need to start thinking of a Dick of the Week nominee, okay? And if when you're ready to go, you let me know, and I want to hear it from you, okay? But we have submissions from Hot Drummer News Babe, and Svensson has a couple here. But Sven, all right. And I have a couple. Ray, do you have a Dick of the Week nomination this week, or you want to go with what we have already?
We're already inundated with Dicks of the Week. Like, it's just dicks galore in this place. So yeah, we can skip anything that I've got. Save it for later.
So, let's do this one quick. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly. I'm not going to read the entire articles, but, oh shit. Is there a video? Oh, I might have to play this video then. Let's see here. Oh, it's muted. It's 5 minutes. Okay, so elderly woman was kicked out of a Burger King for telling the manager, "Speak your Mexican at home. This is America."
Speak your Mexican at home.
You're being very prejudiced, and I want you out of my restaurant.
All right, here we go.
Mexico, if you want to keep speaking Spanish, go back to your Mexican your state, your country.
Guess what, man? I'm not Mexican. I'm not Mexican, but you're being very prejudiced, and I want you out of my restaurant right now.
These two women told the Burger King employee to go back to Mexico.
I'll finish my meal and then
They were
I'll...
You know
upset
what?
that some of the employees
I'll do it for you,
were
man.
speaking
I'll
Spanish.
have you catch that.
We're not speaking.
It'll be easier for me. It'll be easier for you to have
Okay.
people like you, so ignorant and disrespectful.
We are ignorant.
You're very ignorant and disrespectful.
This is America.
This is America, our main language thing. Okay, listen, everybody. This is very simple. We are American, all right, and we speak different languages. We're all from different parts of the country and the world. All right, we're all immigrants. Okay, my father's from Italy. Ray's parents are from China. Ryan. I don't know where your parents are from, but
Connecticut.
if you don't like it, keep your mouth shut. Basically, keep your mouth shut. All right. If you're at a Burger King, first of all, if you're at a Burger King, having a wonderful, delicious hamburger sandwich with your elderly girlfriend, you just mind your own business. All right. It's really none of your business. Just shut up. Just shut up. God damn it.
What is it with fast food and racism? Like all these people, we have the Taco Bell lady. Like, what is it when people go to fast food? They all of a sudden get racist. They're like, I just can't contain it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to be racist, at least know what you're talking about, right? You can't tell somebody to go back to their Mexican country, speak their Mexican language, because that's not a thing, At least back your racism up with facts or something, because at least you won't sound like a complete moron. You sound like a moron, but not a complete one, I guess.
Yeah, you're not a racist and a moron. You're just a racist.
Yeah. Another one from Svensson is a woman was recorded going on racist rant to Puerto Rican shopper. I hope Trump deports you. Okay. Here's another one is that, you cannot be deported to Puerto Rico. Everybody, Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States of America. It's not the Puerto Rican people's fault that their government is wasting all the money that we give them in aid for the Hurricane Maria and all that nonsense. Okay. And don't take that out on the Puerto Rican people. They're a wonderful people. I worked with several Puerto Rican people as a custodian when I worked at a convalescent home, and it was some of the best time of my life. I got introduced to a bunch of delicious food. I learned I learned cocaine etiquette. I learned that large women are very attractive. I learned a lot. It's another stupid thing, okay? Don't tell people to go back to their country, especially if you don't know where they came from, because you're just going to sound like a moron, and everybody's got a camera these days. Am I wrong, Ryan?
You're not wrong, I guess.
My favorite part about this is like a couple weeks ago, you literally called David Ortiz, a Puerto Rican, a dick of the week for going to Puerto Rico because it's such a fucking bad place.
No.
And now you're like, Puerto Ricans are awesome.
No, David Ortiz went to the Dominican Republic and got shot.
Oh, that's what it was. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's still funny. Okay. Aren't they the same thing?
No, they hate each other. The Puerto Ricans and Dominicans hate each other. All right. And you want to talk racism? Ask a Dominican what he thinks of a Puerto Rican, first of all. All right. Second of all, I never told David Ortiz to go back to the Dominican Republic. I want David Ortiz to stay in America and be safe. As much as he's a Boston Red Sox, I don't like him. I don't want the guy to get shot and killed. I want him to live. He's a baseball legend. All right.
You know what's weird? Are Mexicans like way more racist than white people? Okay. They all like, seriously. Okay. You're talking about like Puerto Ricans,
right.
Dominican Republicans. Like when I've worked with a bunch of Hispanic people, and maybe that's what I meant to say is Hispanic people. Did I say Mexicans? Okay. All right. Here we go. But
God damn it, Ray.
The Hispanics, like I've worked with Hispanic guys that were like from like Costa Rica and they hated Mexicans or something. I don't even gather of it, but like I'm an American. I don't hate Canadians.
Right. Ray and Ryan, this is going to be a good lesson for you. Okay. Because you're still young and you're still learning waves of the world here. But we have a problem here in America where we make up problems. We pretend we have problems when we really don't. All right. Life is too easy in the United States of America. We have everything we need. We have a Taco Bell down the street and a McDonald's next to it. All right. We can go to a bank and take out money. We can go to the grocery store, get whatever. We can go to Ikea and buy some shitty furniture and put it together and feel like we created it. We built a house.
About our IKEA beds.
Yes, exactly. other countries in the world are not as enlightened as us. That sounds weird, but maybe they are more enlightened, okay? Because they're still racist. Asian people are some of the most racist people you would ever meet. You just have to sit and talk with one for 10 minutes. You go down to Mexico, the Mexicans are not big fans of other countries of South America. The Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, they don't like each other. There are Muslim people at war with Jewish people simply because they have a different version of their God. All right. Saudi Arabia, which we're trying to laud as being progressive, but at the same time we call them a hateful organization. They throw gay people off of buildings. You have it good here in America, no matter what you are. If you're black, brown, purple, yellow, green, whatever you are, if you're gay, straight, trans, bisexual, trisexual, pansexual, you have it good in this country compared to anywhere else in the world outside of maybe Canada or Switzerland. All right. The people from other countries hate other countries. It is just that simple. Go to a soccer stadium in Europe during some Premier League games and see what happens. It's terrible out there. You got it good here in America, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, and I'll say this. That doesn't mean we need to be complacent. Like, we still need to be, still continuing to fight that, like, racism. Like, racism is fucking terrible. But on the other hand,
we don't need to call everything racist either.
Well, and don't act like we have it so bad. I'm not saying that things are great or everything's perfect, but I mean, when you compare it to other areas, like that's, it's 1,000 times worse in many areas of the world.
Yeah.
So,
perspective. Go to a soccer game and watch them throw bananas at the well, I don't know if they're from Africa, at the black players. They could be from places other than Africa and they're black, like Jamaica or whatever. Okay. But watch them throw bananas at the black players. And that's fucking awful.
Can we get a black person to weigh in on this? Because I feel like you should say black person, because if you say African American or whatever, then you're like assuming they're from an area. I don't know. I feel like they just call them black.
It's like if you call
people get called white person, what? Like, it's not, I'm not being racist by saying you're a black person. I don't know how that would be racist. And I mean, that's the thing. Just in general, can we stop like getting on people? Like, if I just said, hey, this black person or whatever it is, right? Can we not like consider that a racist comment? Like, there's no ill intent. Right?
I'll do you one better. How about we just stop labeling people? How about we just call them a person?
Yeah, right?
We don't need white person, Hispanic person. We just call them a person. Let's just do that. Let's solve racism that way. What do you think, Ryan? How do we solve racism?
This is heavy.
That's why we brought you. Yeah, that's why we brought you on. We need you to solve racism right now. Oh man, I will say that it is interesting that these people do keep popping up at Burger King. Actually, fucking Burger King. You know what? Don't get me started on Burger King.
Are you going to nominate Burger King?
Yeah, so I went by Burger King today on my way home from work. Okay, how are they in business? They're terrible. Like I got a burger and like the bacon is cold on the burger and the ketchup and mustard or ketchup and mayonnaise, like it's cold too. I'm eating a half cold burger and it's fucking Burger King.
Well,
They're shitty.
Ray, and I think Ryan would agree with me here, Ryan. So please jump in when I say this, Ryan. But you live in California, which is literally the worst place on earth. So I mean, what do you expect?
That's false. It's false.
No, Ryan agrees with me, right, Ryan?
Isn't it warm there, though?
Dude, we have amazing weather. It can't be the worst place
warm
in the world
here.
when they have the weather.
It's going to be like 110 degrees this weekend.
Here.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. This weather sucks.
Yeah, it's like, it's like 80, 75 here. I mean,
That sounds pretty nice.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to nominate two things for Dick of the Week. I'm going to be quick about them. The first one's very quick. I'm going to nominate Twitter Dick of the Week because Twitter took away about 100 followers of mine. Like I had 1786 and all of a sudden I have 1686. That's kind of bullshit. When I was doing Torn Think Tank, I was so proud of myself for going over 1,800 followers. And then I was at 1780 because, I lost followers because, I left Torn Think Tank and people hated me. And then Twitter did their Russian bot troll thing and I lost some more. But now I'm at 16 and it's embarrassing because I used to have 17 and now I have 16 and it's embarrassing. I used to pride myself in having 1,780 followers and now I don't. So anyways,
you need to get more controversial.
Yeah, I guess. I don't want to, though. I don't want to. It's too difficult. All right. My real nominee for Dick of the Week here. Speaking of racism. So I gotta talk a little quiet here because my son may still be awake, but in this household, the tooth fairy still visits. Okay. Tooth fairy comes when we lose teeth. Well, my son what's today? On Tuesday. My son on Tuesday lost a tooth. He lost his tooth that had been hanging in there for months, and it finally came out, right? It finally came out. And, but we were not prepared for it. So old Rem had to go get something. All right. So I had to take a trip to the local CVS pharmacy to get a gift card. And I pull into the front row parking space, and next there's one regular parking space, and then there's next to it there's like 3 or 4 handicap parking spaces. Okay, so I pull in, I'm getting out of my car, and then all of a sudden this other car pulls into the handicap spot next to me. There's 3 people in it: a young man, a young lady, and a young black man, and they pull into the handicap space. And, yeah, thank you. And behind them comes this middle-aged white woman. Who seems to be, your typical, very progressive SJW, type. And she pulls up behind these kids and says, excuse me, do you have a handicap sticker? And one of them says, no, there's 3 other handicap spaces here. You'll be all right. And then the other guy says, yo, no, I forgot my sticker. I didn't put it on the window. And I'm not going to sit there and listen to this bullshit, but she's like going at it with them about parking in the handicap spot. But lady, you know what, lady, mind your own business. The world's crazy. Just mind your own business and go on. All right. I go inside, I find my gift card, and I'm walking back out, and I see these 3 hoodlums, walking through CVS here. And the black gentleman, I noticed he had grabbed a packet of fireworks and was shoving it into his pants. And I just happened to see, I'm looking straight ahead, but I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and he sees me. He says, yeah, I did that. Go tell him. Go tell him. Oh man. So I just kept on walking, and I didn't acknowledge him or anything, because if I had acknowledged him, I probably would have been, I don't know, beaten up by these 3 people, especially the woman. I'm sure the woman would have, ripped my nuts off for daring to say, hey, maybe you shouldn't be stealing things. But I'm going to nominate those people as Dicks of the Week because, there's no need to be that way. Like, you could be so much better than parking in handicap spaces and stealing fireworks. Okay. Like, you can push handicapped people down the stairs, and you can set stores on fire. There are better ways to be hoodlums than petty theft and, civil annoyances. You know what I'm saying, Ray?
I think that person should be in prison for life for stealing.
Yeah.
And for parking in the handicap parking spot.
And these are the same people who are like spitting into your mouthwash too, by the way.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
So I'm gonna nominate them. Ryan, what do you have tonight? Do you have a Dick of the Week nomination?
I'm trying to trigger you. Is it working?
It will in a little bit. I still have half of this strawberry to go.
Sorry, go ahead, Ryan. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's okay. I might have to add, I think Ikea takes the spot for me.
Ooh. Go. Why?
Just because of those bed slats.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I need a little more. I need a little more of a rant from you.
Oh man, I have to rant about it.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, it's part of the show.
3 hours to put the bed together.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm better than that.
Like, you're an architect.
But Ikea didn't let me do that.
And you've built desks from scratch, and it took you 3 hours to put an Ikea bed together?
Yeah. Many an hour. I built my own bed now. Got rid of that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, we'll go Ikea.
He's got some expertise in design. If you're an architect, you got some chops. So he recognizes some shit when he sees it.
I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to nominate producer Ryan as Dick of the Week for putting together Ikea furniture, not just building your own, you fucker.
Heyo.
Hey, but he lives in a small apartment. He's got to get that little, small, what do they call it? Tiny living, stuff from Ikea.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. We got 2 stories from Hot Drummer News Babe. She always provides the content, so I will read some of these real quick.
She's
some
awesome.
of these, both of them. Yeah. Hot Drummer News Babe. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Number 1. Let's see here. Okay. From July 17th, 2019, the city hopes Baby Shark song will drive homeless away. West Palm Beach, Florida. Officials in West Palm Beach are hoping a continuous loop of children's songs played throughout the night will keep homeless people from sleeping on the patio of a city-owned rental banquet facility. West Palm Beach Parks and Recreation Director Lee Rockwell tells the Palm Beach Post they're trying to discourage people from sleeping outside the glass-walled waterfront lake pavilion, which she says rakes in some $240,000 annually from events. The loop of Baby Shark and raining tacos is a temporary fix to keep homeless people off the patio. Rockwell says the city wants to formalize hours for the facility, which should make trespassing laws easier to enforce. Elia Champion tells the Post it's wrong to chase people away with music. He says he'll still sleep there, but it's on and on the same songs. So instead of just going ahead and solving their homeless people problem and providing shelters and ways to get back into the workforce and making money, they just play music. I assume it's the same in California, Ray, where they just, actually no, it's worse in California where they just let the homeless do whatever they want and don't do anything about it because it's easier to complain and make a big stink on Twitter than it is to do something.
Well, yeah, in California, they don't try and get them out or move them anywhere. They're like, hey, why don't you guys come over here? We'll set up an area for you, which is even worse. Like
all your rich Hollywood elites and your rich political assholes are all saying, hey, we have to help the homeless, but they don't do a thing about it. So, hey, way to virtue signal. Good. Okay. Number 2. And she writes here, this is a little old, filed July 11th, but I think this gentleman deserves Dick of the Week nomination anyways. And you know how they say to not judge a book by its cover? This guy's the exception. See photo. I didn't provide the photo, but you can guess. And see bolded. What the fuck? All right. Headline is Rattlesnake Uranium Whiskey found during traffic stop.
Is this a Walter White situation here?
Yeah. From Guthrie, Oklahoma, police in Oklahoma say they found a rattlesnake, a canister of radioactive powdered uranium, and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey during a traffic stop of a vehicle that had been reported stolen. The traffic stop happened on June 26 in Guthrie, about 30 miles north of Oklahoma City. Guthrie Police Sergeant Anthony Gibbs told Oklahoma City TV station KFOR that police don't know why the uranium was in the vehicle or how it was obtained, though uranium ore can be bought on Amazon. Gibbs says police also found a gun in the console and a terrarium in the back seat containing a pet timber rattlesnake. Gibbs says the driver, Stephen Jennings, was charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, transporting an open container of liquor, and driving with a suspended license. Jennings remains jailed in Logan County. So he wasn't charged with having uranium.
Dude, you can buy uranium ore for $39.95 on Amazon.
Did you just look it up?
Yeah, uranium marbles, 5/8 thickness, 6-pack with free blacklight keychain, only $12.95.
Right, Ryan, you should buy some of those, and then we'll hold them next to our balls and sterilize ourselves.
That's awesome.
Whoa, it is real.
For Geiger,
even with crime.
And what, like a couple down, it says, I don't know how he says, Nasco fetal pig, size 10 to 13 inches. It's like a little pig. Like a single lab specimen for $21.50. How does this come up when I'm searching for uranium? What is wrong with you? Wolf urine, 64-ounce bulk filler pack for $84.99.
Did you say wolf urine?
Yeah, the P-Mart sells it.
Okay.
How is this? This is the stuff you find on Amazon. This is amazing.
Wow. All right. So here are our nominations for Dick of the Week. There's a lot of them this week, so pay attention. Number 1 is Twitter for taking away my followers. Number 2 is my CVS Adventure and those assholes who are stealing stuff and being just assholes. Number 3 from producer Ryan is Ikea and their wood slat bed frames. Number 4 from Ray is Burger King. Number 5, in which the Dick is the West Palm Beach Parks and Recreation Director. From Hot Drummer News Babe is the West Palm Beach people getting the homeless out without solving the problem. Also from Hot Drummer News Bay, we have this guy who was traveling with an open can of uranium and liquor and a rattlesnake. Also from Svensson, we have a racist woman who was hoping Trump deports Puerto Ricans, and a Burger King customer who told a Puerto Rican man to go back to Mexico. Think about it. I'm going to play the bumper.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
Okay. Ryan, you're now incredibly handsome, so congratulations. What do you guys think?
Ikea.
Okay. Ray says Ikea. Ryan?
I'm going to second Ikea. That's really annoying.
Yeah, you guys got me to rant on Ikea. I'm going to go with Ikea being Dick of the Week this week as well. Yeah, so Ikea wins. So we're in unanimity. We're unanimous.
Go team.
All right. Okay. All right. We got a couple more things here. Let's.
This is a bumper for the Dick Tips segment.
Because Ray wanted an excuse to make his voice sound cool and talk about himself in the third person.
All right, Ray. What do you got? What is this?
Am I allowed to complain about how much I work when I make my own hours?
No. No, you're not. Done.
All right. Next bumper.
If you make your own hours, you can't complain about them, man. Why would you want to complain about the hours that you make?
Because I'm not getting any support from the people above me and allowing me to get more people hired.
Well, you know what that means. Work less, right, Rye? What do you think, Rye? Can he complain about hours that he sets?
I think we should go for it.
You think?
Do it.
Just complain about things?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ray, here's what you do, buddy. I'm not going to support you on this. As your friend, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to support you, but you can go on Twitter and you can go ahead and start complaining about things. And I'm sure like one or two of your followers will jump in and just enable you and be your echo chamber and say, yeah, that's all you need. It's just one or two. Get that dopamine hit of satisfaction. Mm-hmm. But no, you can't complain about hours that you set, Ray. Come on. I started to complain about my hours, how much I was working, until I realized, Rem, you do not get paid after 40 hours no matter how much you work. So think about that one. Also, if you work less than 40 hours, Rem, you still get paid for 40 hours. So maybe you should delegate your hours to other people and you can work less than 40 hours most weeks and you're making out. Ray, I believe you're on salary, aren't you?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So maybe you should sit back a little bit and relax.
I'm working on it. I'm just curious. So basically the situation is like, moved into a new position, taking over some stuff, therefore, got to hire another person, but, ultimately it's a temporary situation at this point. But it's just one of those, I guess the real question is when you're given a budget on like, hey, you can only hire this many people, and you say, hey, we're overworked. We got too much going on. It's not so much complaining about it, but, being able to be like, hey, do you pick up the slack on your own, or do you just work your 40? And I don't want to say slack off, but, like let them know, hey, it's, we could use more help, and it's your problem to figure out.
Okay.
I think that's the best thing to do.
Yeah. You do that, Ray. All right. Do you need any more advice?
Nope, we're good.
Okay. Do we have a thinking with your Dickman, Ray?
No, we don't.
We do not. Okay. All right. Let's see here.
What did you guys do did you do anything for Prime Day? Were you guys excited for that?
No. Ryan,
yeah?
did you do anything for Prime Day?
I bought 3 things off Amazon. None of them were eligible for Prime Day, so not much.
Like a dark twist at the end.
Yeah, no bueno.
Hey, Ryan, did you do anything for Prime Day? Yeah, I bought like 3 things, but yeah, none of them were eligible for Prime Day, so.
That was a hard, sharp right turn.
Jesus Christ, Ryan. I thought you had more in you than what you bring in tonight, man.
I'm so sorry.
Let's see, what else you got here? You said,
I like that.
Are most men a butt or boob kind of guy? Well, this is a good one.
Yes, it is.
Ryan is my brother-in-law, and I've known Ryan since he was 4, and he's 26 now. So that gives you an idea of how long I've known Ryan. That actually tells you exactly how long I've known Ryan. So these kind of conversations are always fun now that he's a full-grown adult and living his best life in his, 250 square foot apartment in New York City. So
225.
Yeah, 225. Mm-hmm. Okay. So we'll start with you, Ryan. Are you a butt or boob man? Butts. No shit. Really?
Hashtag butts.
Hashtag I like big butts and I cannot lie. All right, Ryan. I respect that.
Hey, Ryan, have you been in the Discord?
No.
Oh, get in there. Well, there's a channel in there that you might like a lot.
Yeah. bit.do/TRDS1. Go ahead and join our Discord. Randy set up a bot. So if you go into the regular, what channel is it, Ray? The NS Not Safe for Work channel, and you type in PLS butt, you will get pictures of butts.
Oh, and it's just never ending. Like, oh man, I think after a while, if you do it too many times, it'll cut you off. And I know that from experience.
All right, Ray, what about you? What are you, a butt or boob man?
Butts, man.
Yeah, butts. Yeah. Okay, so for me, if it's boobs, they got to be massive. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Like ridiculously massive, like basketballs. Like, you know, that's it. They just got to be huge. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Chris O.C. on the other hand, he's like, oh no, that's fake. I'm like, nah, Chris, nothing's fake if you can touch it, bro. Nothing's fake if you can touch it. But more to the point, I am more of a butt man. I like I mean, you know me, Ray. What did I just send you earlier today? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm still watching it on loop.
Me and the Italian stallion, we like the behind. Yeah. There you go. Ray, I saw earlier on the notes that we had a Tinder conversation, but it's not there anymore. What's going on?
Oh, so that was the same one, but if you want to give me a second, that was the same one, yeah. But I can look it up. So basically that same guy. Okay, so last week it was Greg. Now let me go back to this real quick.
Ryan, I don't know how recently you've listened to our episodes while Ray finds his chat logs here, but Ray joined Tinder with a face swapped picture. Meaning, so he did the Snapchat thing and swapped his gender. So he looks like a woman, and he posted that on Tinder, and he is talking to multiple men about meeting up for sex.
Oh, I love these, by the way.
You love these? Yeah. Hot Drummer News Babe does too.
They're so good.
Oh, Ray, before you start, Hot Drummer News Babe said she wouldn't be able to offer you any advice because she doesn't use horrible apps like that. I gotta get her wording proper.
It is a horrible app. I mean, or whatever she said. I get the gist of it. Yes. That's the thing. I don't use it either, technically speaking. You know what I mean? Like I'm trolling people. I don't know how to use it correctly. Unless this is how you use it correctly, which I think that I might be onto something.
She said she'd be happy to feed you inappropriate lines just to see how far these guys will go. Yeah. So HDNB, go ahead and hit up at Jules Winfeld on Twitter.
Yes. Absolutely. We could. Oh my God. I'll give you the login information too if you want. I don't care. Like, you can fucking get on here and troll people. Like,
there you go.
Literally, that's all it's for. Like, you're not gonna somehow ruin my profile.
Hey, Ryan, has producer at Sam ever used Tinder? I mean, she's been with you forever, so I doubt it, but
forever.
It would be funny.
I think we were right before the apps.
Yeah.
I know
by like a year or so.
Chris O.C. has used Tinder to get a ride.
Of course.
All right, Ray, what do you got? You got an update? What's going on?
Well, yeah, so I got a little more conversation there. Maybe we'll read that next week. But at some point, I get on here when I have a little bit of time to kill and create some content for the podcast. But it's not like I'm actually spending any significant amount of time on this app. Like, it's like in like 30-minute, an hour bursts. But I mean, that's how fast and aggressive these guys are. If it gives you any indication of like how much content I've gotten in like maybe 2 total hours of being on the app. But I got to this point where I talked to the guy. So last Thursday, right? You told me, Rem, to ask him, do you like anal?
That's right.
His response was, hello? Giving or receiving. Not much of a fan of the latter. LOL. And then we'll get to that next week. I'll leave it at that. But so after that night, like, I carried the conversation on for a little while. And so 11:25 PM, he sent me a message that was colon and a P. So like the tongue sticking out type of deal. And then the next day at 3:50 PM, hola. And then 5:11 PM, herding rabbits, question mark.
He's Friday,
10:17 PM. Do you like rabbits? Okay. And this is over the next few days. Then he says, do you like rabbits? Meow. How do you feel about cream pies? Saturday, hello? Saturday, question mark. Sunday, hi. Sunday, 2 question marks. Sunday, okay. Monday, hi. Monday, hello? Like, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I haven't even said shit.
You never
no
replied
response.
to him.
Yeah, this is fucking, I'm like, he's blowing up my phone and I'm not even fucking responding. You've been ghosted, motherfucker.
He thinks you offered up that ass. And so he wants in. He wants to get into that.
Yeah, but when did I literally never, I haven't said shit.
No,
I mean, I did ask if he likes anal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's
you never offered.
kind of
yeah. I mean, you could have been talking about pegging the dude, you know?
I was going to do that, like you said, but again, his response was, giving and receiving, not much offense. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, I'll carry that one on. I'll try and get another one for next week. But holy fuck, these guys are funny, man.
The question then is, have you even ever tried it? You don't know. You've never gotten it from me, baby. But we'll talk. So, Ray, to add to that, I was a little jealous of you bringing in all this content from Tinder. So I thought maybe I'd give the Grindr app another go around and see what happens.
Nice. Yeah.
You know what? It's the same. It's the same thing. You know, just buttholes galore. It's like, no, I can't. I tried for content. I tried for content to see what would happen. Nope. Immediately. Because guys, gay or straight or bi or pan or whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, they're all the same. They're all the same. Mm-hmm. They're all the same everywhere. They're all the same. All they want to do, they just want to fuck or get fucked.
Well, that's interesting. So on Tinder, on Grindr, you can send pictures.
Yeah.
Of like custom pictures. Yeah. So I'm getting backwards. Tinder, you can only post like profile pictures. So, I mean, maybe you could post one that actually shows some junk or whatever it is. Yeah. But it doesn't really work. You can't send pictures. So
hey, Ryan,
I think Grindr's a little more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Ryan, can you send a picture of your junk to the NFHC Snapchat?
I think I could do that.
Okay. It's at NFHC Podcast and Snapchat. Why don't you just go ahead and send them a picture of your dong?
I'm going to add them right now.
Yeah, and if you could do that with like the old man face filter, that'd be great. Or maybe
use a face app.
Yeah, one of the face apps. Make it look sad and depressed. Maybe make it look like a girl. Would it turn into a vagina if you used the face swap thing on your penis? Would it look like a vagina?
Jesus Christ, Ray! What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
That's the premium option.
That's the premium option.
All right, before I get too drunk, because I'm getting there, I want to talk about a couple things real quick. All right, first of all, shout out to my buddies at the NFHC Podcast, Not for Human Consumption. They're back. Guys. Yep, they except for men. They released a new episode this week. They released Alan's last episode, and now they have the new team. They added Jay along, and I'm really happy for them. I'm happy that they released an episode. I know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Organize the thoughts. I know it's probably super tough to do that without Alan, and but it's it's something he would have wanted, I'm sure. And you guys put out a great episode, so check out their podcast at nfhcpodcast.com. And I really enjoy listening to them. And they did a great episode, and it was a nice episode. Alan's last episode felt like a fun way a good way to say goodbye. And their new episode was also, kind of an extension of that, a good way to say goodbye, but yet try to heal and move on. And, you guys stay strong. And, we here at the Rich Dickman Show, we love you guys, completely and totally. And, even a little sexually too. I mean, whatever, it's 2019. I don't care. Right? I don't care.
Yeah, I've been sliding into those DMs. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, goddamn right. The other thing I want to mention, everybody, is that, me, I came from a World of Warcraft podcast, a torn think tank, if you've never heard of it. One of the most popular World of Warcraft podcasts there was back in 2014. It immediately fell into steep decline after I left, but they may have maintained some habitual listeners. Anyways, I'm from the World of Warcraft. Ray is too. Producer Ryan played World of Warcraft with me. We all played Warcraft. One of my favorite people in the world is Coltrane from the Convert. He was formerly of the Convert to Raid podcast. He did a couple episodes of Torn Think Tank, and he did an episode of Remversations when I had the Storm Ride cast, right? Well, Coltrane, ladies and gentlemen, is back with Azeroth Public Radio. I listened to their first episode today, and it was a masterpiece. It was everything you ever wanted from Coltrane. It was a big production. It was in the style of NPR. It was just amazing. And you should check it out. Go to Azeroth Public Radio. I forgot their website, but just Google Azeroth Public Radio or look for them on Twitter and go ahead and download the first episode. A lot of work went into that, and you can tell there's a lot of love that went into it. And Coltrane is just brilliant. And he's got his partner Shoe Boots, and they do, it's just a fun, long production, and it's amazing. And I loved it. And guess what, Ray? I'm working on bringing Coltrane and Shoe Boots onto the show when Shoe Boots gets back from his honeymoon, which somebody convinced him that getting married was a good idea. And then somebody convinced him that spending money on a honeymoon was a good idea as well. Yeah.
And that was his wife too. Yeah.
I don't know the guy. He's from Canada, so I'm sure he'll apologize to me.
Yeah. Sorry for going on my honeymoon.
Yeah. Hey, no, so there's this Canadian guy that my son and I watch on YouTube. And Ryan, you've seen this guy. It's Joe Robinette, the guy goes camping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So down the road from me, they're clearing some land to build a house, and there's a whole bunch of trees all stacked up, right? So every time I drive by with my son in the car, or I got the whole family with me, I'm like, all right, guys, today we're out here, we're going to chop some wood up, and we're going to start some fires, and we're going to cook some good food, and we're going to, in the style of Joe Robinette, if you ever watch any of his videos. And it just annoys everybody. My son and I, we have a blast doing it. I got to talk about this because we just had a big laugh, my son and I, before I started the show, is Joe Robinette went camping. He did like a 9-day trip out in the wilderness with a friend of his, and he got flown in on a seaplane. And he's supposed to be picked up by a seaplane. And the trailer for his upcoming series starts out with, hey guys, the plane just flew by. What perfect timing, huh? As we're here, we're packed up, ready to go, and the storm's rolling in, the plane couldn't land. So now all our gear is packed up and we don't know what we're gonna do. And my son, I just fucking dying laughing. He's like, this fucking guy. Oh, Ryan, I wish you could, Ryan, can you just, Ryan, I'm a little inebriated at the moment, right? And I apologize. But when I first played a Joe Robinette video for you, do you remember when I did that?
That was last year sometime.
It was late last year or early this year. Yeah. And I told you that you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you watch him, right? Yeah. Can you kind of describe that, or do you not remember? Because I can't find the words to describe to describe Joe Robinette.
I'm not sure I remember.
He's that guy. Yeah, he's that guy in high school who was on the periphery of the cool kids group, but wasn't in the cool kids group. But he tried extra hard to get into the cool kids group. Right? You know that guy, right? Ray? Right? Yeah. You guys know who that guy is, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's Joe Robinette. And he's Canadian. And all right, guys. Hey, how you doing? It's Joe here. Anyways, so old Rem here gets when he goes to bed, I watch Joe Robinette videos now. I've moved on from Bob Ross. I got to get back to the Bob Ross stuff to inspire myself. All right, that's it. That's enough show. Ryan. Let's talk to you for a minute, man. What do you got going on? Where do we follow you? You got anything neat going on besides our upcoming live shows and possible YouTube content?
I mean, I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
Apparently.
At
Brian TRDS.
There you go. That's your actual last name is TRDS.
It is.
Yep.
That's it though. I'm chilling here. That's where you can find me.
Ryan, what's a good Saturday in August I can come down and hang out? Like, how about the 24th?
The 24th?
Yeah.
Is, I'm looking at July. 24th. Yeah, come down.
Okay.
I'll be here.
When Huell comes out early next year, you want to get together with Huell?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Of course.
Oh, Ryan, you've met Huell in real life. Ryan, tell Ray all about meeting Huell in real life.
Should I tell the
Huell
story before?
All of them.
Or okay.
Do everything.
So I met Huell for the first time at Kineticon.
Kineticon 2014.
And 2014.
I remember that episode.
Oh man. And there was a point in the day where I was alone with Huell at the bar, at some bar in Hartford, Connecticut, and he introduced me to a mind eraser. And it was life-changing. And this weekend, I introduced someone else to a mind eraser.
Look at you, paying it forward.
Whoa.
I know. It was so good.
Whoa.
God bless
I had to
you.
go home early because,
Yeah.
drunky poo.
Your mind was
It was
erased.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. They bring him a night-night, and then they went home.
How good of a dude was he? Like, you'd never met him before, but he's sitting there, he's just buying you drinks, right?
I know, he was in a full suit.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. He was a full 3-piece suit. He was out buying you drinks and he was hitting on some woman, right?
The bartender.
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's the other lady.
Yeah, there's an old lady he was hitting on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to come out the first half of next year, right? And he wants to either go see wrestling or do something. And so I'm trying to gather as many people as possible. I think Ray's might try to come out as well.
Yes.
But we'll have you, we'll have Chris OC, we'll have myself, we'll have a Hot Drummer News Babe. Maybe I'll reach out to Fit. I gotta reach out to him. Maybe he'll reply to me. Wish I had friends, Ray. I wish I had friends. Ray,
You've got me.
You want to come out end of this month? Just ignore your new baby and stuff and just come out and we'll go to Hot Pot. What I want to do is I want to go to Ichiran Ramen in the afternoon and go to Hot Pot in the evening.
Ooh. I mean, I know exactly what all of those are because I'm Asian.
Yeah.
And the reality is, like, my wife wouldn't even notice if I was gone. As long as, like, the trash, if I can, like, figure out a way to take the trash out a couple days in a row,
Just pay somebody, right? Just pay somebody. You're a big shot.
Yeah. I could, like, get another key cut. I can just give my neighbor the key and give him $100 and be like, hey.
Just pay some guy to pretend to be you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your wife doesn't even know what you look like, right? I mean, she's not interested in you anymore, and she's got babies to take care of. She got kids, and she's pregnant. Like, as long as you get some guy in there with a little bit of a beard and some glasses, like, she doesn't give a shit. And she's like, as long as somebody's bringing home a paycheck and taking out the garbage and doing the dishes and making her dinner.
Exactly. Like, she was a mail order bride, so she didn't actually even care what I look like. So she never even pays attention to me. So
she just wanted that sweet citizenship, right?
As long as there's, as long as there's a couple bucks in her account so she can go out and get her manis and petties. Like, she doesn't even really care. Yeah.
So. She's out of her shithole country. You gave her citizenship by marriage, and now she's stuck here with your anchor babies. So you're good to go, bro.
Yeah. And see, I don't even know if it was a shithole country because I don't even know which one it was. Like, I just went online and was looking at pictures. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, you know.
Ryan, what shithole country does producer at Sam come from?
Ooh, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So you did your homework. I didn't even go that far.
Yeah. Ray was just like, I don't know. I'll take that one. Boom. And in the website didn't even load the pictures because they had those little red X's on the pictures because the website was broken. I don't know. Ray paid something like $7,000 for his mail order bride. That's what he told me anyways when we first met. I hope it was a good investment.
It was on Prime Day last year, so I got a good discount.
Yeah. He's only been married a year. He's got 2.5 kids already. So good for you, Ray.
It's all for the tax write-off.
Yeah. Ray, what's your favorite sexual position?
Something from behind. There's a few ways you can
look at you.
It's okay, but that's the thing. If you're a butt guy, that's why you're a butt guy. Because if you know how to use the butt, it's it's amazing.
Ray, you ever
understand now?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You ever been full circle? You ever been with a larger woman, Ray? Like a larger one? Maybe she weighs more than you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep asking. Good. I don't know if I want to tell you that where this is going, where I think it's going, but keep asking.
No, that's it. I just had the yes or no question, okay. And
well, I'll leave it at that then.
I'm gonna totally forget about this conversation until I edit tomorrow, and then I'm gonna forget about it again. So.
Yeah, we can leave it at that. We can maybe explore that one another time. There's some hidden nuggets. I got a lot buried beneath the surface in that.
I think I know you do. I'm trying to dig it out of you.
but see, it's got to come natural.
I'm going to take that shovel to your face.
That whole thing about how I accidentally dated a gay guy. Like, it's got to come up naturally.
Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that sometime too. All right. Oh, Ryan, you ever accidentally date a gay guy, Ryan? No, we got to end the show, right?
Yeah, Ryan, have you ever accidentally dated a gay guy? By mistake, you know.
Because I'm about to get a guy pregnant
in a later episode.
I see all these buttholes. I'm gonna get some dude pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Teasers. Pregnant.
Ryan, just don't tell my wife. I know it's your sister, so don't tell her. Okay. All right. Oh, no. We can follow you on Twitter at RyanTRDS. You got anything else going on that we need to follow?
Oh, snap.
No, I'm all right. I'm just chilling here.
You got a Snapchat?
I do have a Snapchat. I don't know my Snapchat handle though.
Oh, it probably has a version of your last name in it. You probably don't want to give that out. Which your last name is TRDS, so it's just TRDS backwards. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Ray, what do you got going on, buddy? What's up?
Oh man, just too much working, man. But other than that, like I'm trying to get that under wraps so I can branch out. So I'd love to do some more stuff for the podcast. Dude, I want to go play some more paintball. That's what we got to try and do. When I go over there next year, if we can play paintball, that would be amazing. You guys will view me in a whole new light because you'll be like, that guy's a fucking animal. He literally murdered us.
Will we like you at that point? Because I don't know. I don't see you as like a violent murdering type of person.
Yeah.
But maybe you'll rape our faces and murder us, and it's just kind of horrible.
Yeah. So basically what'll happen is you'll be like, that guy is a fucking, like literally, like he's an animal. He would have killed us. But I like him because he showed some compassion. He only shot me like a lot of times, not
in the balls.
A whole lot of times.
Yeah. You know, Ray, I was in the army, Ray. All right. I was in the army.
That doesn't mean shit. Trust me. Trust me.
Where do we follow you on Twitter and Twitch?
At Jules Winfeld on Twitter. At Jules Winfeld. It's a twitch.tv/Jules Winfeld on Twitch.
Hey, Ray, can
really
you, I did this. When Jules was trying to think of like a new Twitter handle, I always said it should be Jules at Jules T, at Jules TTT, right? But she made it Jules RPG because she didn't want to be associated with T like that.
Yeah.
Can you change your Twitter handle to at Ray TRDS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have like so many followers that I'm going to somehow like
alienate everybody,
lose all my followers. Yeah. So
Ryan, what if we started like a whole TRDS family, like at Ryan TRDS, at Ray TRDS, at Rem?
No, not a family. Cult, please.
Oh, cult is a better word.
Way
can
better.
Can you get producer at Sam on Twitter and make her at Sam TRDS?
I think I could do that.
Okay. Can you also tell her to accept my fucking gift in Pokemon Go so I can send her another one? Because I need another best. Because it's ridiculous now.
Definitely do that.
Yeah. Because I was like saving some awesome Cape Cod gifts for her, and like she just decided not to open any of my gifts, and it really pissed me off.
Them?
Yeah. And it's kind of bullshit, you know, because like she's literally family. All right. Like I'm going to be in your wedding party, I assume. And it's kind of, yeah, don't do that. Don't do it, Ray. Stay away. Stay away from her. Okay. You can follow the show on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. You can follow my mom on Twitter at Rem_mama. You can follow, you got Ryan and you got Ray here. You already know what they are. You can follow me on Twitter at, what the fuck am I? At Remgar, REMGHAR. Call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776. Give us your thoughts on the show. Would really love a little bit of feedback, either to the Dickman line, 860-316-4776, or to our email at richdickmanshow@gmail.com, or our Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. You know what? If we could get just a little bit of feedback, it'd be great. I would just want to know what you guys are thinking of the show. If we're providing the laughs that you're looking for, or if we could do something different. I know we don't have a huge listener audience, and that's okay. Like, I'm not here to gather a huge following unless you all want to do that, which would be awesome. Patreon.com/RichDickman. But, I'm here for the lulls and the fun. But I would also like to know what you guys are enjoying about the pod and what you may not be enjoying. And we can maybe we can do something different, or maybe not. Maybe we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I like to rant on things. That seems to be fun. I said to Ray earlier this week, I just realized something is that, I've taken on the quote unquote Huell role, and he may have taken on the quote unquote Rem role. That sounds awesome. Rem role. Rem role. Rem role. But I would never compare myself to Huell, because Huell is one in a lifetime, and not just one in a million. He's once in a lifetime, and he's amazing. And no offense, Ray, I miss Huell. I miss talking to him every day, but he's a very busy man plotting out terror attacks and how to spend his time with his 72 or 74 virgins when he finally does his suicide bombing. Mm-hmm. Here I am making terrorist jokes, and this is how far we've fallen on the podcast. RichDickman.com.
We will be attacked at one point, the two of us.
Remember, everybody, racism is stupid, and you are stupider for being racist. So don't be racist, okay? Because everybody's fucking cool. We're all here in America to live a better life. Now, people who may not love America and are trying to tell you that America sucks, well, they're wrong, because America is a land of opportunity and has provided ample opportunities and ample lives and awesome things for so many awesome people. Even people who are taking lateral positions and denying me of promotions. They have been afforded these rights here in America. So God bless them and you and everybody. And we're all awesome people, and we should treat everybody awesomely. And also, I think, Ray, we should take on the scourge of social media. Social media is bad. Social media is bad for you, Ray. It's bad for you, producer Ryan. It's bad for me. If you think social media is real life, you need to get help. Okay. Thank God, or whatever deity you believe in, that the majority of Americans are not on social media, because social media is a horrible cesspool of terrible things. And, you know what? Step back, close Twitter, put your phone down and go outside and enjoy the fresh air. Go fishing, go for a walk, watch something fun on television. We don't need all that nonsense hitting us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We don't need it. We're not made to handle it. We're not made to handle all the information we've been getting now. So let's back off. Slow down. Take a deep breath. It's okay. It's okay. It will always be okay. I promise. I promise you. I don't know if I should be whispering on the podcast, but I've had too much to drink.
Best ending ever.
Do you think so? All right.
Watch more Bob Ross.
I would like to thank Budweiser Strawberita for making this episode possible. I would like also to thank Ray for joining me, as always. Ray, my new permanent co-host until at least episode 104. And Ryan, it's good to have you on, buddy. I'm glad you could make it this week.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good getting to talk with you, man.
You are literally the easiest guest we've ever had, because I don't have to say anything and you're going to sit there and you're going to smile.
Yeah.
Call me when you get home tomorrow, or text me, bro. And I don't know. Sam's probably annoyed with me, but maybe you guys want to hang out. We'll go to Buffalo Wild Wings, get some chicken wings. We'll go,
Take us up.
Hey, that reminds me. Our chicken wings, the one thing you can super crave but never get enough of, because they always disappoint like a little bit.
Good night, everybody. Yes,
they are.
Here's the thing with chicken wings. It's like there's a sweet spot, Ray.
There is. Yes.
I learned this when Ryan. You remember we tried to do the 100 wing challenge?
It's like 3.
Well, no. It's like Ryan.
It is. Yeah.
Do you remember when we sat there with 100 chicken wings and you and your brother failed, Fit and I, completely?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, like after 20 wings, you don't want any more wings. Like 20 wings is it, Ray. 3 is not enough. 20 is too much. So like 12, maybe 13 is kind of where you want to be with chicken wings.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is like when you oh my god,
fuck, I want Buffalo Wild Wings now. God damn,
dude, I was craving them so bad that I literally what time was it? Was hell late at night.
I get that. I get that craving for fancy ramen noodles and pho, right? I used to get that for Buffalo Wild Wings chicken wings, but now I'm getting it for like Asian food, man. And right, definitely give me a call or text me this weekend. Let's go get some Buffalo Wild Wings, bro.
But wings, like they're one of those things you eat. If you eat too many of them, then you're just disappointed because they lose their luster.
It's gross.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you have to hit that sweet spot, which the thing is like, I could almost always crave them. If you eat 15 or 20 of them, it's like, I'm done with them, but you'll still want more. So that's what I'm saying. Like 3 to 5 is you'll still always want them. But if you eat too many, then you're like done with them. And then you're
12.
You're not satisfied at all.
12 is a number, Rezo. 12 is a number because you have 12, you're full, you don't want any more, but you didn't have too much.
I feel like they always just disappoint me. Always.
You know what, Ray? I'm not in the mood to argue with you tonight.
I'll argue all night.
Fucking Ray. Ryan, just tell Ray I'm right, please. Jesus
Can we
Christ,
agree
Ryan.
that there's a sweet spot? There is just a sweet spot. Yeah.
I feel like they're like chips.
Yeah.
In a way.
Well, I mean, everything is like chips, if you think about it. Excuse me. But you got to find what the number is for you. For me, it's 12. Not chips. I mean, I could eat a whole bag of Funyuns. I mean, I guess those technically aren't chips, but they're fucking delicious. But then I get fat. Or like Chips Ahoy cookies. I like to have 5 Chips Ahoy cookies. And that's it. That's my Chips Ahoy for the evening. 6 is too many. 4 is not enough. 5.
It's all about moderation. You just gotta hit the sweet spot. Whatever it is. It's gonna be different for everybody, but you gotta hit that sweet spot. Figure out what the sweet spot is, hit it, and then,
High quality life advice from the fellows at the Rich Dickman Show. We're explaining life to you from the point of view of the patriarchy. So, cheers.
And that's how you solve racism.
All right, you guys stop recording.